be a little bit harder than the NFL logos.
Here we go.
Are you ready to name every single county in Maryland?
Every county in Maryland. I better be. Yeah, let's rock.
Let's do it. What's this first one?
Oh, first one, my birthplace, Montgomery County.
Very good.
All right.
All right, let's try the second one.
This one is Wacomico County.
Nice.
This is great. We spent a lot of time down in Wacomico and just in the lower shore as a whole. We made a lot of investments in healthcare and infrastructure down there. So we're really proud of the work that's happening there. And also just seeing how, we have a pretty unique partnership now between the state and our friends down in the lower shore. So shout out Wacomico County.
Number three.
That's Caroline.
Correct. All right, next one.
Next one is, that's Queen Anne's.
Correct.
Some
All right,
great food out in Queen Anne's.
Let's do number 5.
All right. That's Talbot.
Good job.
That's Talbot. The American Legion Hall that I am a part of is over in Talbot County. It's a great place. Great folks. Next one, that's Dorchester.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, what about this one?
That one's Worcester County.
Good job. Okay. What about this one?
That is, I love it down there. That's Somerset.
Why do you love it?
70% of our state is either waterlined or waterlocked. And I just love being on the water and being on nature. And I just think some of the best hikes and trails and excursions that I've had over in the state have actually been down in Somerset. So it really is a beautiful place.
Love it. Shout out to Somerset.
Shout out to Somerset.
Okay. What's this county?
This is St. Mary's. Great college out there and really, really great people. But I love Southern Maryland.
Okay, what's this next one?
This one is Calvert County. This is Calvert County, and another great place, another linchpin of Southern Maryland glory.
What county is this?
That right there, that's Charles County. Charles County is actually one of the faster growing counties that we have in the state of Maryland, and what a lot of people know, one of the wealthiest counties, one of the wealthiest majority black counties in the entire country.
Okay, what's this one?
That one that's Kent.
Correct?
It's Kent County. Kent is great. Kent is one of the first places that you actually touch into as you end up crossing over to the bridge. We actually spent a lot of great summers over there when the kids were really, really little. So got a special place in my heart for them.
This one should look familiar.
This one here is gorgeous Prince George's County. One of the absolute jewels for the state of Maryland.
Okay, what's this one?
This one is no, don't tell me. That's Carroll County.
Nice, good job.
It's Carroll County. We are just out there 2 days ago, and shout out to Secretary Rothstein.
Okay, what's this one?
This one that's Baltimore County. That is Baltimore County. Ironically, historically, used to be connected to Baltimore City, and then eventually broke out. But love heading out to Baltimore County. In fact, we were just out there last week for an announcement about a new business that was coming to Baltimore County. So shout out Baltimore County.
Okay, what's this one?
Frederick County.
Correct?
In fact, the fastest growing county in the state of Maryland. So they got a lot of great stuff going on. We made a lot of investments over there to include transportation investments like 81 and 15 and all the things that are connecting Western Maryland to the rest of the state. So we're very, very excited about things happening in Frederick County.
That's very cool. Okay, what's this county?
That one that's Anne Arundel County.
Anything happen in that county?
That's kind of where I live right now. It is the home of Annapolis, which is the state capital for the state of Maryland. And so that is where my kids are being raised right now. That's where my mom lives right now. We have a lot of love for Anne Arundel County and all the good work that's happening there right now.
Okay, what's this one?
That's Washington County. Washington County was actually one of the first places that we went out to when I first started going into, spend a lot of time over in Western Maryland, really seeing part of the beauty and the joy of Washington County. So, we, in fact, when we had our leader, who's now running all of our state operations around opioids, she was one of the mayors over there in Washington County. So very excited about the work that is happening out there, and got some great leadership.
Okay, you talked about this one earlier.
That's my heart. It's Baltimore City. That's I always say where I wasn't born in Baltimore, but Baltimore became my home, and so it's a place that I will forever ride for, and will always be considered home for me. So, Baltimore City.
Okay, what is this one?
Allegheny County, where we are. In fact, we're heading later on this weekend as well, heading off to Allegheny and Garrett County. I love this place because I really did not spend a whole lot of time, honestly, in Western Maryland or Mountain Maryland until I started on this journey of running for governor. And I realize now how much I missed, because we spent a lot of time there, not just as an administration, but my family will just go there just to go hike and explore. I really believe it's one of the most special places inside this entire country. And if you get a chance, make sure you go there during the fall so you can watch the leaves changing. It's one of the prettiest foliage examples that you'll have in the entire country. That's a sister. That's Garrett County. Garrett County is another one where it is literally the county that borders West Virginia, and it's where Maryland meets West Virginia. But have some of the first visits that I actually took as governor were actually out to Garrett County, and in fact, we have spent time in places that governors have not been in Garrett County, in certain places in Garrett County, literally in decades. So Garrett County and the amount of time we spent out there in Garrett and Allegheny and Washington County are just examples of what we mean by when we say we leave no one behind.
Just if you left, which one is this?
That is Cecil County. And again, another one that kind of goes into the border before you start going up, going up into some of our other northern neighbors, like Pennsylvania. But just have some great leadership out there in Cecil County. In fact, we were just there earlier on today with a big announcement around the Conowingo Dam, and was out there recently with my good friend Mayor Marion, who's over in Rising Sun. So they got some great work going on.
Okay, what's this county?
That is Harford County. Another true jewel for our entire state. In fact, one of the things we saw that from both Cecil and Harford counties, when we announced our re-election, some of the first people that came out and endorsed us were actually Republican mayors and leaders in their own jurisdictions. Some from these jurisdictions like Harford and Cecil County. And it meant a lot because, I think it showed that in Maryland, we just move different because we move together. And that's why I think we have the momentum that we have as a state.
Okay, this is the last one.
Okay. That is Howard County. And Howard County is really interesting because Howard County is also the home to some of the first planned communities that we had in our nation's history. It's also the place where we are watching some of the most tremendous innovations, everything around cyber and AI that's taking place in Howard County. So Howard County also in many ways is kind of an example of what it means to have this mosaic and this ecosystem of people coming together to build something pretty special, but also some of the leading innovations that we're seeing around the country are actually taking place in Howard County right now.
You did pretty good, Joe.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I know my people. I know my state.